Hey there! Have you ever stopped to think about what's actually happening inside your head when you're lost in a good book? I mean, you're just staring at symbols on a page, but suddenly you're fighting dragons, solving mysteries, or falling in love. It feels like magic, right? But what if I told you that every time you read, you're literally rewiring your brain? Yeah, you're not just absorbing information, you're giving your brain a full-body workout, and the changes are absolutely incredible. So, let's talk about how reading changes the way your brain works. And no, this isn't going to be a boring science lecture. We're going to keep it fun, simple, and maybe even a little mind-blowing. Imagine your brain as this quirky, energetic roommate living in your skull. When you read, it's like throwing a surprise party for that roommate, and everyone shows up. The logical thinkers, the creative daydreamers, even the emotional drama queens. Let's see what happens at that party. First off, let's start with a quick experiment. Think about the word lemon. Go ahead, really picture it. A bright yellow lemon, maybe with a little green on the stem. Now imagine slicing it open, hearing the juicy squirt, and then taking a big bite. Oof! Did you just pucker up? Feel your mouth water? That's your brain in action. And when you read, something similar happens, but on a much bigger scale. Your brain doesn't just see words, it brings them to life. It's like your mind has its own Hollywood studio, and reading is the director shouting, "Lights, camera, action!" When you read, especially when you're really into a story, your brain doesn't just process words, it lights up like a Christmas tree. Areas responsible for vision, language, and even sensory experiences all start firing together. It's like a neural party where everyone's invited. For example, if you read about someone running through a forest, the motor cortex in your brain, the part that plans and executes movement, gets active. Your brain is practically rehearsing the action without you moving a muscle. Talk about a free workout. You're getting fit while lying on the couch. That's my kind of exercise. But here's where it gets even cooler. Reading regularly strengthens the connections between different parts of your brain. There's a bundle of nerves called the corpus callosum that acts like a superhighway between the left and right hemispheres. Reading makes that highway wider and faster. This means better communication between the logical side, the left brain, which loves facts and details, and the creative side, the right brain, which handles imagination and emotions. So when you're reading a complex novel, you're not just following a plot. You're building a faster, more efficient brain network. It's like upgrading from dial-up internet to fiber optic cable in your head. Suddenly, everything runs smoother. You might even find yourself thinking more creatively in everyday life, like figuring out a clever excuse for why you're late to work. Sorry, boss, my corpus callosum was buffering. Now, let's add some humor. You know that feeling when you're reading a suspenseful thriller, and your heart starts pounding, your palms get sweaty, and you're yelling at the character not to open that door. Yeah, thanks, brain. You're reacting as if you're actually in danger. Your brain is releasing stress hormones like cortisol, even though you're safely curled up on your couch with a snack. It's like your brain is saying, "Hey, this is a drill. But let's treat it like the real thing." It's why you feel so drained after a gripping book. You've been on an emotional roller coaster, and your brain was the engineer. And let's be honest, sometimes we enjoy that thrill more than actual life. Who needs skydiving when you have a paperback? But reading does more than just give you thrills. It actually boosts your empathy. When you read about characters' experiences, emotions, and struggles, your brain activates the same regions it uses when you interact with real people. It's like a flight simulator for social situations. You're practicing understanding others, feeling their joy and pain, without any real-world consequences. So, if you ever feel like you're becoming more understanding or a better friend, thank the books you've read. They're like stealthy empathy trainers, sneaking into your brain and making you nicer without you even realizing it. It's like your brain is going to the gym for kindness. And let's not forget memory. Every time you read, you're creating new synapses, the connections between brain cells. The more you read, the stronger these connections become. It's like blazing a trail through a forest. The more you walk it, the clearer and easier the path gets. This is why avid readers often have better memories and are less likely to experience cognitive decline as they age. Reading is basically a shield for your brain against forgetfulness. So, the next time you can't remember where you left your keys, maybe you just need to read more. Just kidding. We all lose our keys, but seriously, reading might help you remember you put them in the fridge next to the cheese. By the way, not all reading is created equal. Reading fiction, especially literary fiction, is like a CrossFit workout for your brain. It challenges you to understand characters' motivations and navigate complex narratives. On the other hand, reading nonfiction like history or science builds your knowledge base and analytical skills. It's like stocking your brain's library with facts and frameworks. But hey, don't stress about it. Whether you're into fantasy epics or self-help books, your brain is getting a fantastic tune-up. Even reading this script right now is giving your brain a little nudge. Thanks for that. Now here's a real-life example that might resonate. Think about learning to drive. At first, it's overwhelming. You're focusing on the clutch, the gears, the mirrors, all while trying not to hit anything. But with practice, it becomes second nature. Reading is similar for your brain. When you first start reading as a kid, you're laboriously sounding out letters. But as you read more, your brain automates the process, freeing up mental energy to dive deeper into meaning and imagination. That's why you can get so absorbed that you forget you're reading words at all. Your brain has become a reading ninja, silently processing sentences while you're off in another world. It's like autopilot for your mind, but way cooler. But wait, there's more. Reading also improves your focus and concentration. In a world of endless notifications and 5-second videos, sitting down with a book is like weightlifting for your attention span. You're training your brain to resist distractions and stay on task. It's mental discipline. And the best part? This skill spills over into every other area of your life. You'll find it easier to focus at work, in conversations, or even while watching a movie without checking your phone every 2 minutes. Imagine that. Actually finishing a film without scrolling through Instagram. Revolutionary. So, what does all this mean for you? Well, if you're a reader, give yourself a pat on the back. You're not just entertaining yourself, you're investing in your brain's health and capabilities. You're building a smarter, more empathetic, and more focused you. And if you're not a big reader yet, don't worry. Start small. Even a few pages a day can kickstart these amazing changes. Your brain is incredibly adaptable. It's always ready to learn and grow. It's like a muscle that never gets tired of being trained, as long as you feed it good stuff. To wrap up, reading is more than a hobby. It's a transformation tool for your mind. It connects hemispheres, builds empathy, boosts memory, and sharpens focus. It turns abstract symbols into vivid experiences and makes you a more nuanced thinker. So the next time you pick up a book, remember, you're not just reading, you're remodeling your brain from the inside out. You're the architect of your own mind, and every page is a blueprint for a better you. Thanks for sticking with me. If you enjoyed this dive into the brainy benefits of reading, hit that like button and subscribe for more content. And tell me in the comments, what's one book that completely transported you? I'd love to hear your stories. Now go forth and read something awesome. Your brain will thank you. And who knows, maybe you'll even remember where you left those keys.